let's start this 10th lab, which is called Petshop Pro. In the meantime, I have CyberChef tab opened, and I also have a temporary session for my Burp Suite, which is Pro here, but Community is more than enough for what we're going to do. And we got our pet shop open, taking Hackerone as the scope. This way I'm not bothered by anything else. Enabling the burp proxy and reloading that page will show stuff appearing here. Perfect. So what do we have? We have something that looks like a cart with a checkout, and we have add index 0, add index 1. Okay. What if I add index 0? What does it do? It adds index 0 to the cart. Okay. And does that mean we have it? Yes, we have. Let's see how it looks like there. So we have the main one, the cart, which has form, hidden cart is an array. Okay. The post to checkout has cart, which is also providing with the array. That's interesting. And add 0 is basically redirecting to the cart. Okay, so let's intercept that one. And sorry, let's have a checkout once we added the first one. So if we go for this, I'm going to intercept and checking out. So what do we have? Interestingly enough, we have this. I hit Ctrl-Shift-U to URL decode what we had. And what I can see is that the post request to check out is actually sending all the information like name, description, color, logo, and price. And when we do e-commerce websites, it's always interesting to see if we can do tempering prices and stuff like that. So what I want to try is basically modifying the price right away here. So if I'm asking for the intercept response and forwarding this one, I am getting 0 and I'm getting the flag. So the flag is this one, and if I'm forwarding the page, I see that by tempering the price to 0, I got the first flag. Awesome. So we got the first flag. Awesome. Let's see what else we could do. We have add 0. Add 0 has a 302 to cart. So we are able to add stuff. What if we intruder that one? Check the different tag and numbers from 0 to 100 sequential. Go for it. Let's see. So what do we have at the end? Nothing. So apparently we don't have much to add besides the kittens. Okay. Okay, so let's run Spherox Buster in order to fuzz the different folders and content that we might not be seeing directly. For this particular one, I added timeout of 30 seconds just because my connection seems to be a bit low to initiate. So let's see if that works. So we have a login. We have add one, cart, static. The login one is interesting. Okay. Let's try admin. Interesting enough, we might be able to maybe brute force that specific thing in order to see if we can find a username that matches and like have something like invalid password, because this one is specifically for the username. Going back to our other page or like our fuzzing, nothing else looks interesting here. The login one was pretty much the most interesting part. We'll let it run for now, but let's try to get on the login. So if I go for login, I see that I have a post, and the post login is using username and password. So what if I do intruder on the admin, and for the payload, I will use usernames just to see if we have these. So it's the pro version that has like a list, but technically that just means we can set it up for something else. One sec, I misconfigured. Okay, let's try this. Switching for the payload so we can track also which letter we are at. We have done pretty much half of the word list. Clothing to the end, 8,300 words so far. Okay, looks like we've finished. So let's see if we have different status code. No, we don't. Any difference in responses? We seems to have some, but nothing really invite usernames, so nothing really specific. So what about length? Do we have something different for the length? No. Okay. So let's try to filter anything that probably going to display thing. And we have our login. So if we look at that, it's the only response that have invalid password instead of invalid username, which means our login is Aurelia, which means now that we know that, we could actually redo the attack, but instead of having admin here, sorry, instead of like fuzzing the login or username, we will be looking for the password. And for the password, because why not, we're going to use passwords. We are going to attack that. I have 3000 password. Let's see if that's one of them here. Let's see. Oh, we have 302 on easier, which means that we probably have found our. Yes, looks like we found it. So login is Aurelia and password seems to be easier. So if you go for Aurelia and easier login, yes, we have a second flag. Perfect. Now we have access to a new option or new feature, which is edit. What can we do with edit? We can edit the price. We could have text here. So what if we are maybe okay, the display should probably be imgsrc equal x. So just to see what's happening when we do that. And once there and save. So I have this one, perfect. And if I go here, I can see that the image is actually displayed. So what if I'm actually doing on error equal alert 1? Same goes here. Save. Going back here. I have my two edits. Let's go to the cart. And apparently it was enough because instead of the image, we see that we got the flag. The attack scenario here will be actually as like if you had access to template or theme or something, you could then inject malicious payload, which will allow you to steal sensitive information or get details from any of the members or user of the website. So here, because we have access to the checkout, then it's actually a stored XSS that would allow you to take over the account, listen to the credit card numbers and all those kind of things. So pretty strong and critical severity if you manage to get that. Thank you for your time and take care.